everything is going correctly, then the game has stopped. That's not going correctly. My mouse shouldn't be visible here.
Oh boy, an ad.
Oh, that's it's fine. Everything is always fine.
It's really not fine.
There we go. It had to catch up throughout the whole opening cutscene. Alright, it should be fine now. We're gonna let it play one more time before we get back to it. But hello, whoever is going to join us in in whatever moment or watching the replay. This is the PC version of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. It is part of my Harry Potter games marathon. Yeah, I actually really enjoy this game. I think they've done a fantastic job with it. Unlike a lot of the other Harry Potter games, which were like broken funny and entertaining, but like ultimately wouldn't exactly call them a good game, this one actually is legitimately good. Like legitimately very well made. Like they really try to make this concept work. It doesn't work with every single thing they tried, but I think it's still their most ambitious and best executed game, so to say.
Are you trying to tell me that Harry Potter 3 on GBA wasn't the pinnacle of art?
Oh, it was a pinnacle of something. But are the audio levels okay? Could you check for me if it doesn't overpower us?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. Because this opening is just about the loudest thing that ever happens in this whole game, if I recall correctly. Oh, and by the way, if anybody really wants to check out this game, but without us talking about it, I have already made a playthrough of it, of the PS2 version to be exact. Pretty much every version of this game is identical. You are fine picking up any home console release of it. You're gonna get the exact same experience. Right now I am playing the PC version. The PC version I consider to be the best version of the game. It even works correctly on newer hardware, which is what I'm using right now. I'm even playing it on Windows 10. And it works on Windows 7 perfectly as well. The only thing is the video configurations are a little bit weird. Normally you can't play this game in 1080p, and what I'm doing right now isn't playing it in 1080p, although the game thinks it's playing in 1080p. The normal max is 900p, and it's like, for some reason when you enforce like a windowed mode in this game, which that took it took a few sacrifices. It like started giving me really arbitrary resolutions. Yeah, 640 on 480 because it was initially a PS2 game as well. Although this mode, if you enable it, it actually gives you letterboxing because this game is only ever made to be played in widescreen mode. Here is the resolution of a fucking Vita game. Yeah, it gets you get here the regular 720p. The one that's actually the max of this game, and then 1080p. I'm actually going to pick this one and see if this actually makes any difference. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the 720p since this is actually the display resolution I'm using now. It's probably going to look better anyway. And interesting thing, even though this game is from like 2007, it has full controller support without any weird issues. And like if I were to like start using the keyboard in the middle of the game, I can just do that. It will pick it up. That didn't become a standard until like 10 years later. But yeah, I'm going to be keeping the difficulty on easy, not because this game is particularly hard, but because combat is awful, and difficulty is the only thing that the combat is the only thing that is affected by the difficulty. So we're just gonna stick with that. So let's just continue.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Can you play this game with an arcade stick?
No.
But why not?
You actually need 2 analog sticks.
Oh, well, then can you play it with a DDR pad?
Nah.
Why not?
Because you need the right bumper. Yes.
This is crap. This game is not state of the art, Nico. How am I supposed to play this game on Windows 2000 if you can't use a DDR pad?
You probably can play this on Windows 2000, that's the thing.
Also, hi, Troy.
Hello.
It is good to see that the pacing has not changed throughout all these games.
No.
Big D, beat up another 10-year-old.
Some things just don't change.
Yet again, they just throw you into this crap. Like,
You don't need context.
no.
Context is for wusses.
That said, we do already have more context than the 4th game.
Many things are a lot better than the 4th game. That's good to know. It's also one of my favorite ones.
Favorite is still 3 for GBA.
That one is just pure insanity.
That's why it's my favorite. Off your wand in order to shoot your Patronus. I like how and I think they even noted it in the movie, how it's specifically underage magic cast.
Underage.
Like,
Self-defense.
I mean,
Oh, Harry. I see the other members of the audience.
they do kind of make a point of it before as well, you know, in the previous movies.
Yeah.
kinda, but like there they were like 10. Here he's like 15 or 16.
Welcome to number 12.
We know in reality he wasn't underage anymore.
Like,
Hello.
Society. The people who fought against Voldemort last time.
I don't know who Billy Mays Rip is, but hi.
What have you been doing?
I've been doing nothing. You've had all the fun here at the headquarters.
She will get a name drop eventually.
Not that exciting. Mostly we've been doing cleaning for Mum.
Mrs. Weasley is very keen on cleaning.
Could you give me a hand? I have to move all the stuff in this room.
We've been cleaning.
Clean the floor.
It's okay, Harry.
Yeah, oh, she looks even better in the PS2 version. Everybody has like a frog face in that one.
Handy. But I've
Does
not
everyone
tried
also
that
stare at your
yet.
tits in that one?
Copy me.
No, this isn't Witcher.
Let's practice acting. I'll use that chest to show you how. First, you need
The
to
cutscene direction
Still
is
love.
then move your
Gone.
the cutscene direction is actually better than the original Witcher, definitely.
Accio.
Eh.
Even though it's
I do.
a little bit stiff.
Show me again.
I do love what their definition of cleaning is. Just throw the shit everywhere.
I might actually get finished before tea.
Accio is great for pulling objects.
I'm surprised none of that stuff broke.
No, we don't have that much physics. Well, no, actually we do. There are actually breaking mechanics, but they're a lot more present in the sequel to this game.
Magic for it.
So, we need to
Just-
move
just
everything from over
Push
here.
the crap everywhere. That's cleaning.
That's right.
Yeah. It's actually a like, in my opinion, it's a very well put together tutorial, because like, first of all, they put you in a situation where you use these spells from one position, and then they force you to move around and like actually learn that depending on where you stand from something, the direction it's going is going to be different. It's not static like it was oftentimes in the previous games.
Have you seen Ron or Hermione?
Mum gave us all things to do. They're about somewhere.
Let's find them.
See you, Ginny.
How was your summer?
I bet your summer's been better than mine. Stuck at the Dursleys.
Dumbledore made us swear not to write. He seemed to think it best. He was really angry when he heard about the Dementors.
If I hadn't been stuck at the Dursleys, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Molly drafted you into domestic duties too, Hermione?
I'm fixing these.
Then we'll give you a hand. Reparo is the spell for this job. Here, just watch me. Aim at the thing that's broken. Then you move your wand like this.
Yet again,
And say,
they're just throwing you into all this crap.
Hey, at least, you know,
Reparo.
there is a context.
Slightly.
As context as it gets in a Harry Potter game.
Let's get this place tidied up before Molly starts moaning again.
Yeah, right trigger, change targets. It doesn't really make much sense here to actually change targets, because Harry will automatically pick whatever is in nearest him, and once he's done fixing something, he will just switch immediately to the next target in the area.
I do like how he takes his wand out of his pocket, though. He does it in a really sassy way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, his outfit is really tacky in the game.
I mean, it is gonna change once we get to the school.
Safe around muggles.
Well, yeah, but still.
Inspector Protego.
He's a teenager.
Lucky I'm gonna get expelled from Hogwarts for stopping.
I mean, look at Ron here. You see that sweater vest and you think total stud.
The time it's taken
Look at
back, we won't.
Then let us give you a hand.
Eh.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's Leviosa.
Close. Aim your wand at the clothes and then move it like this.
Can you slap Ron in the face with the club?
Now they're in the air, we can move the clothes around.
With the clothes, let's
Put the
try.
trunk. Just break the spell.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Ron is safe for now.
For now.
By the way, the dropping, like,
Soon have this done.
like, I can drop this wherever I want, like for example here, but they have like a specific sort of soft lock,
Just keep practicing.
where like if I'm in the area, it will just automatically drop it where it's supposed to be, so you don't have to be super specific. Like, this is good enough, and will just do the rest of the job for me, which is nice
If only-
because, you know, it's PS2 physics.
If only Okami for the Wii took note.
Oh god, yes.
Now, let's get everything else packed up.
By the way, the Wii version of this game, actually really good.
Wingardium Leviosa!
I'd
No,
imagine
Ron, you
so.
have to do it like this.
First, put your arms out like this.
Not Ron, this is my bitch.
Why are you throwing them all into the fireplace?
I don't know how stuff gets that spread out.
Wingardium Leviosa. Useful for moving things around and for keeping Ron's socks at arm's length.
Hermione's been reading up. She says they can't expel you. Yeah. What were the Dementors doing there anyway?
That is a very good question. I have to go to a meeting of the Order.
Well, then why would I check it out if it's by a dude from Kotaku? What?
I wonder if this meeting's important. Let's find the others.
Good evening.
Everyone's expecting you. They're through here.
It's Dumbledore.
You think of what I'm thinking?
We can use the invisibility cloak.
Please say the famous line, guys.
To maintain a proper guard.
You know the importance Voldemort places on us. We must find a way.
Voldemort's after some sort of weapon. Maybe it's something that can kill lots of people. Shh, the meeting's finished. Quick, get to bed before Mum catches us.
Hope our side's got it. Whatever it is. Yeah. Almost there. I'm almost
There, Harry. Courtroom 10, a full Wizengamot, and for a simple case of underage magic.
Order! Order! All those in favor of conviction!
We also wish to welcome our new defense against the dark arts teacher.
Typical media, wanting the innocent one to go to jail.
Who?
Thank you, Headmaster. The Minister for Magic has always considered education to be of vital importance. Although progress for progress' sake must be discouraged.
She's a friend of Fudge's. She was at the hearing.
Every defense against the dark arts teacher is evil.
Pretty much.
Every single one.
Mm.
I bet they're all Slytherins too.
But yeah, I can't really read all of the things that Billy Maystrip writes there. But yes, Hogwarts in this game, it feels like an anniversary game in a long-running JRPG franchise. Like, you will see what I mean.
Listen, Ron.
There's a lot of dirt.
Well done, mate. Becoming a prefect. I never thought it'd be me. I thought it'd be you. Nah. I've caused too much trouble. Yeah, I suppose. Come on, we better get to the common room.
First of all, most important feature. There we go.
By the way, it's been a long ass time since I've seen the movie. So is there ever an explanation for why they went from cloaks to like sweaters?
I don't think there was really. But yeah, you can run. You can interact with objects.
You can interact with running.
Hey, Harry! Have you two noticed Hagrid's not here?
He must be doing something for the Order.
Keep your voice down.
Quiet, George.
Please say 30 bots every flavor beans.
Beans are not a thing anymore, Stan.
Oh my god. Worst game. The worst.
So, what can we do?
It's official.
Brightest, is he?
I solemnly swear he isn't the brightest.
Oh yeah, the Marauders map.
Now, the Marauders map in this game is pretty awesome, actually.
Swear that I am up to no good.
It has not only it actually functions like it did in the movie, where it shows everybody who's in the castle, or like everybody who's currently within, like, interesting to us, you know, who has stuff to do, who we have stuff to do. It's basically our quest thingy, and it actually gives you directions where they are. In a very interesting way, where it just shows footsteps on the floor.
Have you made a discovery, Harry?
Myrtle.
A ghost. Not very interesting.
That's what a discovery is. There are things all over Hogwarts that can be discovered. You should.
I like how Myrtle is down here talking to us and everyone else in the background. Ghost, whatever.
I mean, ghosts are fucking everywhere. You will notice that.
Like, no one cares.
There is another chamber. Not a chamber, more of a room. I found it when I was hiding in the pipes.
I mean, granted, there is almost headless Nick and all that, but still.
There is lots more ghosts than the nearly headless Nick.
Yeah.
Where is this room of rewards?
Oh you everything! Well, it's a secret. You just have to discover it for yourself.
Myrtle will tell you everything. Figure it out, dumb shit.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Poor Ron, he can never catch a break.
But yeah, that's how you get secrets. You interact with objects. Like, for example, this broom.
Mum would love that.
And there are, like, depending on locations, there are, like, different sets of things that can be done. You can check the percentage of stuff to be discovered. I have to carry this over there, for example. I mean, I could technically actually, yeah, you can talk to Slytherins, they're great, because they always insult you.
Because they're evil.
And, like, Harry will react to things being said around him, even if there is, like, even if you're not engaged in a conversation, which is actually pretty cool. Like, you know,
in other words, he's being like the Harry from the frickin' Game Boy games.
Well, you know, we still had to be engaged in a conversation for him to react to something. But yeah, like here, there is actually a lot of people walking around, which can actually be sometimes be a little bit distracting, or like can get in the way. But yeah, the place is very lively because of that as well.
I was more just talking in terms of being a sass master.
I'm sorry. I didn't hit you hard enough.
This game also had stink pellets.
I wish this game had. This would be perfect. I had a goblet of fire. Yeah, it probably was on. That would be just about right. The game was on, like, if I recall correctly, it was asshole. The game was on like like 1.5 gigabytes. They could probably fit it in within 2 CDs, but they probably decided that it would be better to just have it that way. Or like the PC version may have had a bit more detail.
So are we back just Harry doing everything, or are Ron and Hermione still our party members?
Ron and Hermione are gonna join us and will be there most of the time, but we are only gonna be playing as Harry.
Ah, I liked playing as Ron. He was so
useless.
What are you talking about? He was OP in the fourth.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, by the way, one very interesting thing about this game in general, there is no loading screens ever.
I believe you, Harry.
Ron, we know for a fact there are many secret ways in this castle. We've explored it so many times.
Well, I just thought I'd say hello.
Hi, Sheena.
Did you have
Hey.
a good summer? I mean, apart from the hearing.
Yeah, this game is cool. I really like it.
Is that a tornado's badge? You don't.
I don't know, man. It's got stiff competition from Harry Potter 3 for GBA.
I mean, there are a few things that can compete it in with its storytelling.
It's masterful storytelling.
It's absolutely masterful storytelling. We should sometimes we should just sometime revisit that for no reason. But yeah, the cool thing about the really cool thing about the footsteps, they've actually thought about how they how they work like a GPS actually. They will always show you the quickest path to where you need to go, and they will adjust adjust depending on the detours you take. Yeah, they actually thought of that.
Password? I don't know it. Do you? I thought you did. Our prefects told him.
I'll climb up all these friggin' stairs.
Something to do with, you know, I don't know. They told us loads of stuff. Great. So how do we get it? No password, no entry. Yeah, cool.
Ron will always be my favorite.
Let's find someone else from Gryffindor and ask them the password.
Please make sure that Mr. Longbottom...
I really like the way they did the paintings in this game. Like the way they did the animations is quite fun to look at. Like even the ones that you don't interact with often have like some changing expressions and stuff like that. And yeah, like all of this, it's like every version of this game which was like a home console, including the PS2, is pretty much exactly the same. Even the PS2 version didn't have any loading times.
It did seamlessness before it was cool.
It yeah, it was like 2000. It was like 2007. She's probably she's the.
Do you know what the password is for the common room?
Mimbletonia.
Good. You passed my prefect test. Now move it, midget.
But yeah, you can actually ask any Gryffindor student if you happen to find any on the staircase. They're not like, oh, you need to specifically ask this one lady because she's the only Gryffindor that exists on the staircase.
Right.
If you just happen to find one that just randomly going back up or down, that works just fine.
I'm starting to think Billy May is real. Just based on that comment right there, because that's a very Ryo thing to say.
My immersion.
Yeah.
Where have you two been? You'd better look at the notice board.
It was so quiet during the holidays. Not a single...
Man, not even a hello from Hermione. What a hoe. Please slap her with Dusker.
I will work on that.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't believe he got double potions on a Monday. We better find Neville. I bet he's not looked at the timetable yet. And we've got Umbridge for defense against the dark arts next. Maybe this is a time to check your map.
But yeah, this game looks fucking awesome. Like, just like checking out the details on all of these. Yeah, like all of these textures and all of these paintings. It's just so full of life.
I just love that in all these games, Neville is like our unofficial fourth party member.
Let me just...
When do we get to play Neville in a game?
There we go. I hit Hermione.
Good.
God damn it. She has all of the Horcruxes. I keep missing her. You know she's too strong.
She's using her nag ability. She has way more EXP.
She has way more EXP than anybody. You just have to fuck around with everything.
Just wave your wand everywhere. You'll find something eventually.
Yeah, there is one thing that I really like in this room. It's like a secret little thingy, like right the fuck over there. We need a table.
Is Hermione your favorite character, Sheena?
There is a eat Hermione. We need to get this over fucking here. Nope. There we go. There we go. Damn it, Hermione is impervious to anything.
Hermione cannot be stopped.
Oh, the matches I played.
Can I actually talk to him from here?
My favorite is Ron. Ron will always be my fave.
Can I actually... No. No, I can't seem to be able to do anything with him right now. Oh well, we're just gonna... Yeah, Luna is my favorite character. She's awesome in this game.
Nico, you're a traitor.
Some things to show you in our secret room.
Our spells are now more powerful because we spam mode all the time.
Pretty much. Let me see. Where is Neville? Dolores, Umbridge, Neville. Yeah, it automatically updated him. So let's just go there.
Speaking of the Harry Potter games, for you guys who collect merch out there, the SH Figure Arts action figures doing for Harry Potter look straight out of the PS2 games. It's pretty great.
The second one specifically.
Yeah. And not just the Ron one they have, like, literally all the ones they've made so far look exactly like that.
Oh, by the way, about the voice acting in this game, this is the first Harry Potter game to actually feature voiceovers from the cast of the movies.
Do I need a password to come in?
I'm gonna miss Game Harry.
They've the thing about Game Harry is that he eventually came into dub over in the movies.
Yeah.
Guess his voice cracked.
You might well have a vindictive streak to be admired. Enter and tell that sobbing spectre to stay well away from me.
But yeah, for now there isn't really anything to look at there in the room of rewards because we've only unlocked a few things. The stuff that you get in there is actually pretty fun. It's a lot of it's interviews with the cast, like showing how they made the game, like how they did the face scans, and stuff like that.
Okay, kind of off topic, but it's a stream, so it's not that bad.
No.
Sheena, guess what song they just added to Distant Worlds? They added Rose May.
But yeah, they add a lot of little cool details like this one. If you do a set of things in a given location, they show you a little cutscene, and sometimes it also unlocks something extra to interact with.
In all the other games, us interacting with all this stuff would get us beans. I miss beans.
A lot of these things that they show off are really cool references to either the previous movies or books, or there are actually some game-specific references.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, actually, no. It's more so that it's a reference to something that was in the books that was never actually mentioned in the movies. Yeah. But it was all in pretty much every game before this one. That wasn't the fourth one because the fourth one sucks. There we go. Yeah, this is aligned perfectly.
I mean, I don't see the issue.
Hi, Harry. Do you want to play a game of exploding snap?
Okay, let's play.
Yeah, you have a lot of random mini games around the castle.
Snap.
A lot of these
cards from the first game.
Yeah, it is. It is specifically those cards. But yeah, we're not gonna be doing all of them. I just want to show at least one of each. Because, like, the rewards really, honestly, are not worth it. It's just more exploration points, you know?
And not beans.
And not beans, yes. I mean, we're gonna get enough exploration points regardless of anything. And these, like, none of these mini games are particularly bad, except for, except for Dueling. Dueling sucks.
But Dueling was so good in the third game, or the second one.
The third game, it was fucking chaos.
Yeah.
And the second game, it was only really good on, PC.
But that was the best.
Yeah, it really was. Like, the only time they ever got close to as good as that game did was... dang it, I missed it. The only one that ever got close to is the 7th game.
But isn't the 7th game trash?
Oh, I meant the 6th one, sorry.
I was about to say, like... But, God, the PC version Dueling was good.
It was
I'm immune to bullets.
Like...
Oh, so am I!
I reflect bullets. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. And it's just, it's like all about whoever makes the mistake first.
Really?
It was great.
Let me know if you want to play again.
I wish I'd taken Divination instead of Arrogance.
There we go. Oh, and now we're gonna learn a very important lesson.
Stop pointing that wand at me.
We learn how to diss people.
It's a mechanic?
Yes. Dissing people is a mechanic. Yeah, there you go.
I tried to stop them picking on some first years, but they started picking on me instead.
At least you tried.
Okay.
Wasn't that against school rules, Hermione?
The footprints are the Maruader's map. It tells us wherever we want to go. Like, for example, right now, I could set up a different objectives. For example, I could go to this location, but for now the game just picks the next one for me, because we need to go to the defense against the dark arts. But I'm completely free to pick whatever location in the castle or whatever person in the castle.
Lead me to Ron, and then the map leads you to like 2 fucking steps behind you.
Yeah, only people who actually have something to do with us at the moment.
Unlike Ron, who has
Unlike
nothing
Ron,
to do
who's
with
just there.
Poor Ron.
Thankfully, unlike the third game,
Check your map.
talking to your friends, optional, for the most part. Like they're not gonna be like, Harry, are we not supposed to go to the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Every freaking 2 minutes.
Every freaking 2 seconds, her PS2 Harry Potter 3 Hermione. And because Harry Potter is, an athlete, as we all know, that is his...
I love that that's canon to the game timeline.
It is.
Like...
I hope Hedwig's alright.
But yeah, there's lots of little things you can discover just like that, just like getting somewhere. They will look at.
One dead, one's memory removed, and.
All right, Sheena, I'm looking at the group chat. Now what?
Shame I didn't give Snape the job.
But yeah, there is in this game we're gonna learn quite a few spells, which will let us interact with even more things. But it never actually gets annoying in the regard where you're like, oh, now I have to go through the entire castle and like do all of these things with this one spell that I didn't have before. Because you're gonna be going through the entire castle, whatever.
So many frickin' stairs.
We need to go to defense against the dark arts.
Yeah, sometimes they will still do that. Like, you know, the Hermione will be like, we need to go to the defense against the dark arts class. And remember this peg.
About the squib who won 1,000,000 galleons and asked for it all in small change. Yeah, he was
Pumbaa.
completely canucks.
Potter stinks.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, I saw the latest trailer for live-action fucking Lion King remake.
Oh.
Looks like Timon and Pumbaa are gonna be like the only good things in that fucking movie.
I'm gonna put this thing over there for later use.
What away, children? Ordinary, wizarding, level, examinations. O, W, L. Study hard, and you will be rewarded. Fail to do so, and the consequences may be severe.
There's nothing in here about actually using defense.
This chick will fucking kill you if you're not a nerd.
Using spells? I can't imagine why you would need to use defensive spells.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because Lord Voldemort's back.
That is a lie.
It's not a lie. I saw him. I fought him.
Detention, Mr. Potter?
There's no such thing as...
Now, everyone read Chapter 1. Basics for beginners.
Well, that was fun.
Can't believe she won't let us practice spells in OWL's year.
That's what you're upset.
Everyone read Chapter 1, even though you're all like
I'm
5th.
a liar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Talk to Fred and George. They've already done 5th year defense against the dark arts.
Those two? They only know flashy stuff, not real magic.
We've got nothing to lose though, have we? Come on, let's find them.
Hermione, why are you such a hoe? Chill. Like,
Actually,
God.
I'm gonna check something real quick. Oh, interesting little thing. Dang it. I can't change video settings now. Oh well. But yeah, I wanted to see if the game would look better if I actually put it on 1080p, but I don't actually believe it goes to 1080p. It just says it does.
It probably doesn't, I would imagine.
No, considering the... There we go.
Bye.
I'm gonna move this over there. Have to do the cleaning because Filch isn't gonna. I'm gonna race this broom to the bottom.
Just like Spider-Man 2.
Wingardium
Haha!
Leviosa.
I beat you. Alrighty.
By the way, Troy hates Spider-Man 2. It's like his most hated game of all time.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Ban. Come on. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Clean him.
Clean the floors. Where is there anything else to clean here?
Other than Hermione's mouth, no,
This
not
is
really.
one of the working passages which leads to Honeydukes. Shame some of the passages are blocked now. You think they'd get the house elf to look after them?
How would you like to clean them?
I wouldn't. But I'm not a house elf.
Slavery is fine. That's what's...
Yeah.
That's what Ron says. Slavery is fine.
Well, Hogwarts is a fucked up place, as we've established many times before.
Oh no, children have been murdered. We may have to close the school temporarily.
Anyone who goes exploring the 3rd floor will be met with painful death. But you should go up there anyway.
You should have fun exploring, but you will meet painful death. But that shouldn't stop you from having fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, playing this game on the PS2 is kind of fun because like you can definitely tell the moments where it's like how they designed how it loads shit. It's like the moment you get closer to the moment you get closer to the doors, the disc starts spinning. But yeah, oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, I can't. Oh,
Nico.
There we go. Can I do anything here? No, not yet.
Wingardium Leviosa!
It's Leviosa.
I mean, yeah.
We all know it. Oh, and by the way, even though the game says press the Y button to wand, you can actually just move the right control stick, and that's gonna do the same thing.
Look on your map. We can find it.
Oh, and these things kind of annoying. Each time you discover one, you actually have to specifically talk to it, otherwise it does not count as you having discovered it. Oh, and pretty much every portrait passage in this game has like some sort of a quest going on with it. Let's see. Do I need to push this? There we go.
Terrific.
Let's just go on with the story.
Story, who needs it? Let's keep running around breaking shit.
That's pretty much how most of this game actually is.
I like your hat today.
When do we start platforming over lava pits?
I never really, like, I always forget what I'm supposed to do with these. Because actually using Wingardium Leviosa like it usually works, doesn't work for these. Da-da-dum. It's like this is so unnecessary for me to actually have to, you know, do a spell and then specifically interact with it.
There are more things to see in the room we found, Harry. You must have been busy.
Oh,
I'm missing 3 cards. That's all.
come on.
Got them.
Oh yeah, this is something you specifically cannot do until that portrait wakes up. They generally do not block these sorts of things, but yeah, here is an example of these little things that they reference to.
Outside. Devil Snare. Didn't Sprout use his just wants to protect the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, so like these kinds of little things is what I meant. How this game is similar to a JRPG from a long-running series. It's like a whole bunch of things that that only that reference to stuff that you would only know if you've been a fan of the franchise.
True.
Hello, prefects. Come to see we're not causing trouble. What is it you want to ask us?
It's Umbridge.
Fred and George are still the best characters.
In defense against the dark arts.
I don't know, man.
You want our help?
What do you think, George?
I think with this sorry lot, we better start with the basics.
One's out, everyone. Now, the best sort of opponent
He's a one-less opponent.
Care to demonstrate, George?
I'd be delighted, Fred. Watch closely now. Expelliarmus!
Now, Expelliarmus is pretty much like a one-hit kill on most enemies, but to balance it out, it's really, really slow. And it pretty much never hits unless your opponent is on the ground, but it can be done.
Well done!
You even got Ron to cast it correctly.
Get lost.
Now, Expelliarmus is alright,
But when it comes to wiping the smile off the face of a Slytherin,
there's nothing quite as good as Stupefy.
as Fred will demonstrate.
Stupefy!
Not bad.
Now, let's see you do it, Harry. Just imagine I'm Malfoy.
And then Harry starts kissing him. It's the other way. Wait. Oh.
I can't decide. Hold on, Ron.
So now try to use those two.
Now you've got it.
Because it's supposed... Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Get your shit together, Nico.
There are actually several spells that use that exact same... well, two spells that use that exact same motion.
Any pass in Slytherin will do.
See you later.
Harry, hadn't you better go to your detention?
We'll meet you when you get out of Umbridge's office.
Yeah. See you later.
Looking for trouble, Potter?
Gesundheit.
It's just like... Yeah. And there we go. And it's done.
Good evening, Mr. Potter. You know why you are here?
Yes, for telling the truth.
I'll decide what the truth is.
I must not tell lies. Ah! What's that in your hand? I thought you said Umbridge gave you lines. Let's talk to Hermione. She'll know something to help heal your hand. Hermione, look what Umbridge made Harry do.
That woman really is a monster. You've got to tell Dumbledore about this.
No, I'm not giving Umbridge the satisfaction.
Well, a solution of strained and pickled Myrtlap tentacles will help to soothe the wound, but I need to check how to extract it.
Let me guess. We have to go to the library.
It's not as though you're actually allergic to books, Ron.
Hey! You down there!
Ah, there we go.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
Yeah, now they teach you about picking locations. The one annoying thing about this map, if you play this game in different languages, it's still in this exact same order. So actually finding the places where you want to go, a pain in the ass.
Ouch.
Mischief managed.
Let's see.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Don't mind me, everybody else.
Just stand on something.
This is getting in the way. There we go. You know, spring cleaning.
By chucking shit everywhere.
I mean, that's how they did cleaning at the house. You know, that's where I learned it. There you go.
took your time. Listen, I've got a snitch of yours that you lost in here. Now I've managed to lose my snitch in one of the portraits around here. You find my snitch, I'll give you yours. Deal?
Okay. We already seen that snitch. It's right over here.
Excuse me? Is that your snitch?
Snitch? What snitch?
The one by your head. Has that old codger got my snitch?
What did you call me?
You deaf old duffer. Give me my snitch.
You're not having it unless you apologize. What the? How dare you?
A great seeker can't be denied his snitch. Here's your reward, Harry.
Yeah, and we can actually catch the snitch.
You can. You can. Why really?
But do you want to?
Solid since 1843.
You just have to press the button right as it's right near you. Like
Nice
that.
one, Harry.
It's not that difficult. And of course, we can go to the girls' dormitory. Oh. We can go to any dormitory right now. Dang. It'd be that way though. Can't go to sleep. It's just it must be just horrible for Ron.
Yeah. Speaking of which, actually, we have not seen anyone's bed so far.
Nah, we'll get there.
Because we saw him right away in, like, most of the other games.
Yeah, they, like, eventually we do go to to the dormitory, and we pick up one of the coolest things about this game, which initiates one of the most hilarious side quests in this game.
It means none of those maybes can come in here.
I mean, it's something that's only used like literally once. And yes, Myrtle will interrupt us at random as we go down if we haven't visited the Room of Rewards, so get used to that. Although she does have several different lines every time we go through here. And yeah, as you can see, like the staircase, since now we're out of the tutorial more or less, is now moving different ways, and like like you can actually halfway through the staircase just like take another one, and it will actually take that into your GPS will take that into account, and it will actually like and it will actually like change the direction you're going. And it takes into account the portrait shortcuts you have discovered thus far, which is very nice.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, the chess pieces from the first movie. Where are these actually supposed to go? Ah, there we go. Hermione, make yourself useful.
Start using your nag command so you can get double XP.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta XP. Okay. Let's hope this. Yeah, there we go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Normally the physics in this game are not as picky. What the fuck is going on with this? Now it just picks it up right away. Come on. Come on. There we go. And our characters do actually have a reaction to...
Always happy. I wonder what his secret is.
Actually have a reaction to, like, whichever ghost you discover. Or, like, even to them going through you. Like, you know, how they... how the ghosts are supposed to be, like, super cold and...
yeah.
The characters actually do react to that.
Ron will just be like, I wish I was in bed right now.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of ghosts, it's starting to storm outside now. Over where I'm at. Shit, this game's haunted, Nico. What'd you do to me?
It's one of those creepypasta games, did you know that? Thankfully, Moaning Myrtle is nice enough to not interrupt us while we're hanging off of the side of the building.
Yeah. Like, this is just a violation of common sense, like, discovering this part.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. By the way, if you want to go faster on these, keep pressing A.
I do love how our spells are level 5 and we've barely started this freaking game.
Oh yeah. It really barely matters.
There are lots of new things to see in our city.
I mean, the spells will will eventually get more impressive. Like they will add more. They'll have more oomph to them and stuff, and they do actually visually change. But it really doesn't matter for the combat because it never becomes good. Like, I love this game, but combat is not one of its strong suits.
Why couldn't they just take the combat from PC Harry Potter 2?
Yeah, like that one was just fucking perfect. But yeah, you can actually just battle anybody in the school. I will demonstrate. Let me see.
Fight Ron.
Not except for Ron and Hermione.
Ah. Want Ron to be like, you forget the fourth game? Come here, fucker.
Yeah, you can attack anybody. This is why I said this was like, oh, I can attack Ron.
Good.
And Hermione. This is the best game.
Potter's gone mad.
And the savior has abandoned us.
Oh, also in terms of Harry Potter merch, fucking... there are Harry Potter Nendroids just came out recently.
There are way too many things to interact with. I'm gonna come back to this later.
Why not just do all of them now?
Well, basically, I do not have the spell to do this, the puzzle that's in here.
You can break all the toilets, though.
We can go to the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, why? Why do you do that? They never went there in the movie.
I presume you would like someone to reduce the pain you're in?
Oh wow, that was... it was such a passive-aggressive... It's just like, you know, you have that horrible scar on your hand that was inflicted by this horrible woman. You may wanna. We've been like working on doing something about it.
Hi.
You know, just all the tapestries and stuff.
Yeah, you know, you've got to check if there isn't a cure under the tapestries. This is basically like this whole game goes. It's like, this is my objective. What was it again?
Harry Potter, more like highly paranoid, right?
Okay, now I'm gonna go. But yeah, this is a good example. Like we went way off the beaten track. It just found another way for us to get where we were supposed to go. But yeah, let me just.
Wingardium Leviosa!
There is another puzzle here. There we go, that's what I wanted. Oh, I'm sorry, Ron. Didn't want you to feel left out.
When is Hagrid gonna send a giant dragon to kill us?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get enough chances to get killed.
Oh boy.
Oh, by the way, remember another pig.
Okay.
They're relevant for a quest later. I do remember more or less where all of them are, since yeah, that fits. That's exactly right.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Stonehenge, whatever.
It's more authentic this way.
I mean, it is. Like, it's not even a lie.
No. What's nice is even when the stuff is on its way down to, like, you know, gets anchored and just wants to latch onto something, you can still pick it up back up. So you don't have to wait for the animation to finish. Like, for example, look here. Oh, because here it showed me wrong because it was actually on its way to the right thing. But if it's on its way to the wrong thing, where it isn't going to initiate a cutscene,
Wingardium Leviosa!
they can be like, or like this. Nah. Now it's showing. Now it's proving me wrong. God damn it. But like, yeah. Generally, you don't have to wait for the animation to finish in order to pick something back up. It isn't as stiff. Oh, Ron. There we go.
Ron. Dude just wants to go to bed and you're gonna brain damage.
I'll just put this over where it fucking belongs. There. Even though it unlocked the thing, it wouldn't account for it because it fell. But yeah, let's see. There is this dude here. These are usually blocked until a certain point in the story, or until a certain point in the story, because they first want you to, like, you know, get to all of these places for the most part without resorting to using these passages. You know, so you get the idea of what the castle looks like. Because while I am used to this map, the Marauders map, like, I could see how people would get messed up in it. And like, if you do get used to it, you can actually, like, even without using the GPS marker, follow exactly where you're supposed to be going. It is actually possible to follow. It's just a little bit arbitrary, like a little bit abstract. But everything does make sense, and everything does connect the way it shows.
The book we need is in here somewhere. There it is! Up there! That's the book we need!
How are we supposed to get up there? I don't remember McGonagall teaching us how to turn into birds.
I mean, McGonagall did teach us how to turn into birds.
I'll get Madam Pinch.
Anyone got a net?
What an asshole book.
Be quiet. I'll get Madam Pinch.
Shut your whoring. This behavior is perfect. This behavior is perfect for the libraries.
Be quiet. I'll get Madam Pinch.
I do love how the legs of this table are just so much more susceptible to the effect of gravity than any other part of it. It's pretty much impossible to make this table fall on the, you know, on the top part.
Be quiet. I'll get Madam Pinch.
Shut your...
This isn't the right book. This is from the restricted section. Must have escaped. Let's get to somewhere private where we can check this book.
How about Moaning Myrtle's bathroom?
That would be perfect.
There we go. And now we actually need to check. I believe we do actually need to pick the Moaning Myrtle's name. No, it picked it on its own. But we've seen it on the ways.
Get a job at the ministry when I leave. Father's so well connected. It's a shame for those people with lesser parentage.
Expelliarmus!
Damn it, I missed. She's still alive.
Failure. You lose forever, Nico.
I think we'll beat Ravenclaw by at least 200 points.
You don't.
Ouch.
Want to come? Yeah, that'd be fun.
Hi, Harry.
I really want to go to
Don't hi Harry me. Oh, that was just Ron. It's fine.
Are you coming to Potion?
But yeah, like right there, because I didn't take that turn, it just immediately switched to, oh, you just keep going forward. and surprisingly so for like overlaying textures like that. This visual effect never actually gets glitchy, at least in my experience, and like playing it on many different systems. There are lots of glitches in this game, don't get me wrong, but the map footprints, they actually always work correctly.
In the restricted section, it looks like a normal book on the practical use of spells.
That's it then. Practical use. I bet Umbridge had it put there to stop us practicing any more spells.
Come on, Harry, let's choose one to learn. Well, here's a good one to start with. Incendio!
How many times do we need to learn Incendio?
Then simply tap it, like
exactly 3 more.
Incantation.
I mean, you would be correct.
Incendio!
Blimey. Incendio!
Great! Try lighting another one.
Incendio!
Let's practice on the lamps in here. Go on, Harry.
Accio!
Just, you know, keep breaking shit.
As we do.
Man, I wish I was in school, I could just break it and get rewarded for it.
Exactly. Get reward points and enter secret passages.
Right.
Lights on. I've got a headache. Oh, it's you, Harry. You said you'd visit me.
Hi, Myrtle. This book is really useful. Are you going to make us take it back, Hermione?
Library books are meant to be borrowed, so it's not as if we're doing anything wrong. I'll keep hold of it. Let's get back to the common room. We need to get ready for our Hogsmeade visit.
Serious?
So Umbridge is causing trouble.
She's not letting us use
Hermione condones stealing from the library, confirmed.
Dumbledore is using Hogwarts to form a wizard army. Someone's coming. Sorry, you're on your own.
Blimey. Great. Voldemort's on the move, and Fudge is as good as helping him. What are we supposed to do?
We've got to be able to defend ourselves. And if Umbridge refuses to teach us how, then we need someone who will.
Who'd want to be taught by me? Facing this stuff in real life, it isn't like school. When you're a second away from being murdered, or watching a friend die right before your eyes.
You're right, Harry. That's why we need your help. Because if we're to have any chance of beating Voldemort... They all signed up.
And they just left this document right there on the counter.
Not important.
But yeah, here. Okay, this the quest doesn't begin quite yet, but oh, there we go. Let me just.
Depulso!
No.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Oh. You just put it back in. It's fine. It's gonna catch on fire.
Well, if it does, we can just break the fire. It's fine.
Let's go and find him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and if you want to make a staircase walk up to, like, move up to you, you just shove your face against it like this, and eventually it will get there.
Why does that work?
It just does.
Can I use your shortcut, please?
Okay.
The man with faces 3. He'll say what to bring to me.
What does that mean?
In a world that sets out to battle,
Please, can you tell me the password?
find 3 faces, as I've said, or simply stand around instead.
Yes. In order to actually getting passage to these doors, we need to do their side quests.
I'd love to help you, but I'm too hungry. Far, far too hungry. Pardonnez-moi.
Do you have a password I need to know then, so I can come past?
Oh, I'm too hungry. If you could ask Gifford Abbott, he's the portrait at the bottom of the grand staircase, to send some food along, then maybe I could help. Nothing much, just some chops and a leg of lamb, some chicken and beef, and maybe some cakes as well. Not too much. I'm so hungry.
I'll see what I can do.
But yeah, this is our proper introduction to the quest. Is probably also the quickest one to do. There we go. No.
Maruader Doddridge would like you to send her some food.
The girl will eat herself out of house and frame if she keeps on like this, but very well. Tell her I shall see what I can do.
Thanks.
And the one annoying part, until you have finished.
Is there a secret passage here?
Quiet, boy. Who goes there?
Harry Potter.
A brave lad, but only those bearing the Hufflepuff colours or the password may enter here.
Hufflepuff? Right.
The only annoying thing about these side quests, while they're mostly a lot of fun to do, because they're they're entertaining, and the things you have to do are quite fun, like funny or fun.
He said he will organize some food.
They all reset the moment you stop the game.
Here, you may
Why?
use the passageway. Next time, just say chops and gravy.
Chops and gravy.
Yummy.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go back real quick and find myself some Hufflepuff to do that one quest immediately, because it's gonna help out a lot in travels.
What's next? I've lost my timetable.
Are you coming to Gobstone's club? No, sorry.
Hi.
Hi. Can you tell me the password for the portrait of Gifford Abbott? He said I had to help a Hufflepuff student.
Well, I heard you helped Cedric during the Tri-Wizard tournament. The password is Dragon's Egg.
Thanks.
There we go. Oh.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Dang it.
Sheena should make a dragon to eat. I'm sure she'd enjoy it.
What do you think the answer is?
There we go. Come on. Do the cleaning.
Wish it had been that easy to clean Grimmauld Place.
Move.
If only you could win Guardium Leviosa people out the fucking way.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. You can just scare them off, though.
True.
Do you sleep with Hogwarts history on your pillow?
She probably does.
Do you know anyone who's got any butterbeer? Let's ask around. Someone will have some.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, then there is a lot less lag than I thought.
I'm behind you by like a sec.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more used to there being a lot more lag with these.
Dragon's egg.
I had word that you helped a member
I don't
of
blame
the
you.
House of Hufflepuff. You are due your reward, Mr. Potter.
Dragon's egg.
Pass, friend to Hufflepuff.
Keep it up, Master.
Yeah, and now this is actually a faster way to get to Neville, and the map already took that into account because we have discovered the passage password. It's very nice.
Hey. Are you guarding a shortcut?
Not telling you. Not with him watching. Oh no, not with him.
Who?
Him. Over there. Can't you see him? I don't want to have to look at him anymore.
I'm missing 3 cards. That's all. Have you got them?
Alright, and this is the reason why I couldn't repair these armors before.
Cover him up. What are you doing? Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What are you doing?
Wow.
This is my wall, you know.
Ha ha! Yes, yes.
This is ridiculous. I asked for a room with a view, and I get this.
Yeah, this is very rude.
Thank you. Thank you. He's one of them. I'm sure.
No one wants to talk to us.
Quickly, next time say flaming earwigs.
Flaming earwigs.
Ah, they're everywhere.
We're gonna leave him to his delusions.
I don't know what's gone wrong. I mixed some dragon dung with a few fertilizers. Now this devil's snare won't stop growing. Professor Sprout will go mad.
We'll help you sort it out.
Oh, thanks, Harry. I've been using Incendio to burn it away, but I can't cast it fast enough on my own.
Then let's see what 4 of us can do.
Incendio!
Keep casting. We've got at least half of it now. Right, we're almost through to the door. Keep going. We've done it. There's some more inside. We haven't done it.
Moving things, breaking things, burning things. You cannot be stopped.
We're almost there.
Thankfully, in this game, the casting the spell at the same time has been a lot simplified from the 4th game. It's like the AI also cannot really get that far away from you.
That's all right, Neville.
Did Hermione tell you I'd found a place for the DA to practice?
Yeah, where is it?
On the 7th floor, the room of requirement. Just follow me.
Nah.
Follow me.
Nah.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We're just gonna water some plants. No, I said water the plants. Oh. Come on. Do the thing. Oh, it already did the thing. Okay. I don't need this anymore.
Wingardium Leviosa!
That's terrific!
Now we can grow healing berries. Just remember to go to sleep a lot.
Take a cue from Ron.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was doing. He was farming the potion berries. Just tied up the control stick, you know.
A mandrake. Better not mess with it. Depulso!
Yeah, you can pick up the earmuffs and it actually changes how everything sounds.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Hermione, fucking move. Really nice attention to detail.
Gillyweed. I hope I never have to eat that again. Having gills once was enough, thanks.
Yeah, references the 4th movie. No. Damn it. There is one more thing that I can do around here. There we go. There we go.
How pretty.
Yeah, this place needed airing out.
Can't go there yet. I guess we have to go. Ron. And Neville is just standing there like a doofus. Thankfully, they don't make you go through the entire castle behind him. You just get teleported straight to right up to the 7th floor.
We should go the other way, Harry.
Nah. You're a secondary character, Neville. Don't tell me what to do. There is trash to fix.
It's here.
And its name is Hermione.
We got to need it.
She can't be fixed, you know that.
We need to show that toad Umbridge.
I need to show people how to fight against Voldemort.
See? I told you.
Yeah, the earmuffs are nice, they're pink.
It's brilliant. Like Hogwarts wants us to fight back.
All we need to do now is find the others and tell them where the room is. Then we can start to practice. I put the list of DA members on the notice board. We can see who's left to find.
We can find them all in the Marauder's map. Just look for anyone in the DA and we can start with them. I've been trying to learn Protego, but I can't seem to get it right. Could you teach it to me?
I keep misreading DA as DNA and it makes me very confused.
It can be tricky. Let's see
DNA.
if the book gives any hints.
DNA,
Right.
DNA student.
Point your wand, then move it like this. Protego!
Protego is probably the most important spell in this game. It's the only thing that actually makes the combat playable later on in the game. Not because you're actually using any other spells, you just keep using Protego over and over and wait until the enemies kill themselves on you.
Let's look at the DA list and decide who to find next.
Now, when it comes to the DA list, you can do all of these tasks in any order any order you want. However, there are certain ones which should be tackled before the other ones. And if I recall correctly, Dean Thomas is the one that's best to like go to first. simply because his quest requires you to go around literally the whole castle, searching for those pigs. I do like that all of the handwritings are completely different there.
Mr. Weasley, have you been up to the common room recently? Your sister Ginny seems to be rather concerned about something.
It's her feelings for Hermione. That's what's concerning her.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
I mean, she has that space shampoo, you know.
Do you know Percival Pratt's password?
Spouting riddles again, is he? I'm afraid I don't know. Try asking Professor Basil Fronsack.
Are you sure you don't know the password?
Sorry, I haven't got a clue. I'd ask Fronsack if I were you. Don't you two start rhyming as well.
That's the annoying thing about another annoying thing about the portrait password side quests. I cannot finish this guy's or even start this guy's side quest before I finish the other one, because I already initiated his part of the thing with the stuff. You know what I mean? It's not made to be the most straightforward of processes, and there is one specific one which is just utterly bullshit. And once I start it, by accident or not, I will just have to pull out a freaking walkthrough, because I never remember how to do that one. I've played this game several times already, but I still do not remember how to do that side quest effectively. And if you don't do it, it's literally just constantly getting in your way. No, we're not. I'm actually. I may as well just go to Ginny.
Hey, Harry.
Who keeps fixing that table? I put it in its right place.
The fucking puzzle elves keep coming back behind your back.
Umbridge just confiscated
Putting the shit back.
George's things. Filch thinks they're bottles of love potion.
What are Fred and George doing with love potion?
It's not love potion, you troll. It's doxy venom for the skiving snack boxes. We've got to get those bottles back, or Fred and George will be expelled. They're in Umbridge's storeroom. Harry, can you use your invisibility cloak to get the bottles back?
I'll fetch it from the boys' dormitory.
Oh, we may as well just do this one right away. It unlocks one of my favorite little side quests in the game. Although I'm actually gonna do it. Hermione. I'm actually gonna do it later, because first I need to initiate something. Otherwise it's gonna be a little bit more of a hassle.
I'm glad this room is our secret, Harry. It means none of those maybes can come in here. But you're going to come and visit me, aren't you?
Creepy. But yeah, first we need to go to the bottom here, even if the...
Do you know the password for Percival Pratt's portrait?
Ever inquiring, Mr. Potter. That's good to see. Well, your voyage of discovery will need to take you to the shepherdess on the second floor landing.
Okay, the shepherdess on the second floor landing. I'm not gonna go there right now, but I do need to go to right to the bottom of this staircase, because there is I need to initiate the side quest there. This guy's still sleeping.
Hi.
Hi, Hannah. What are you doing?
I need to think, to remember. Oh, I'm never going to finish my revision.
Well, we can help you with one subject. We're having our first Defense Against the Dark Arts meeting.
Meeting? At Umbridge's band clubs. She'll see us going there. I'll fail my OWLs. I'll be expelled. We'll all be expelled.
It's all right. We're going to use a secret passage to get people to the meeting.
Really? Where is it?
We'll, tell you later. Come on, Harry.
Well, now we'll have to find a secret passage to the 7th floor, or Hannah won't come.
There has to be one somewhere on the grand staircase. Let's look. Excuse me. Do you know whether there's a secret passage from here to the 7th floor?
Yes, of course I do. I am the guardian of that passage.
Great. Can you let us in?
My password is scurrilous scoundrel.
That accent. It's beautiful.
Like you want to talk.
Just say scurrilous scoundrel to the portrait of the astronomer on the 7th floor. You can use the passage to get to the meeting. That way, no one will see you getting there.
Thanks. Justin Finch-Fletchley's promised to help me with my charms. I'll tell him about the meeting too.
Yeah, you don't actually need to talk to like 28 members in order to.
Thank God.
No, like they do have like a thing where they're like, I'm gonna tell this guy, and this guy is gonna tell that guy. I'll take these people with me. But yeah, this is the important thing.
Is there a secret passage behind your portrait?
And what is that to you, boy? You are not Slytherin, so you cannot pass. Unless you have the password, of course.
No, I don't.
I thought not. Still, you could try asking some Slytherin students. I'm sure they'd be happy to help you.
Yeah, so this is the flag that I needed to get here at the bottom before I were to do the invisibility cloak mission, because then you can pretty much kill two stones with just one bird. Oh, actually, since we're already here. We may as well get to the grand staircase.
Wingardium Leviosa! Incendio!
You can actually mess around with the theming of the location. It's really cool.
Really?
Oh, don't worry about that person. There is I know there is something else that you can do. There we go. That's what I wanted. Don't worry about it. There is enough oxygen there. Food is secondary.
If not, you can just generate some with magic, you know.
Incendio!
Okay, I think that's everything, or at least everything I can think of.
Chance I could borrow your history of magic essay? I fell asleep in the last lesson.
No, sorry. Get me out of here! We can find them all in the room.
No, I want this thing that was just dropped here. Let me pick it up. They don't let me. At least I know where it is.
Hello?
Hermione, Angelina. Some Slytherins have smashed up the trophy room and they've gone for Filch. I'm locked in.
We'd better get her out. If Filch catches her, Umbridge will ban Gryffindor from playing Quidditch forever.
And that would be the end of the world, wouldn't it? Come on, let's find a way to get Angelina out.
Wingardium Leviosa!
There. It's exactly like it's supposed to be. Nobody is gonna mind it. Let me adjust the scores. That's how. Yeah. Yeah, that's more correct. That's more like it.
Slytherin.
Hufflepuff, the forgotten team.
Exactly. Although in this one, like the Ravenclaw has like the worst grades for some reason.
That's weird.
Weird because they're supposed to be the ones that are the best.
They're full of the frickin' nerds. Like, why do they keep getting last?
I thought you'd left me. Malfoy took my wand. We need to clear everything up before those Slytherins come back with Filch. Come on, quick!
Oh, don't worry, it's a side quest. Nothing's gonna happen until we do things. But yeah, the I'm sure these trophies are gonna be perfectly fine.
Hurry up! You know Umbridge is looking for an excuse to ban the Gryffindor team.
Have you been practicing without telling us?
Let me see. Is this the right one? They're very slightly different.
If only they hadn't taken my wand.
Ah, that's actually. There we go. One more. Is that the right? Seems like it.
Any minute.
Reparo!
Reparo! This is fun!
Need some help? What?
If we get caught, we'll never be allowed to play Quidditch again.
She's in here.
Got you.
What's the problem, Mr. Filch?
I don't know what's been going on here, but I'm keeping my eye on all of you lot.
Thanks, Harry.
And then Malfoy just disappears.
Blink.
That's great.
Blink.
I'll bring Alicia and Katie with me. See you later.
There is a thing here. Gonna play Janitor Potter.
There have been loads of good Quidditch players.
Come on, get the thing.
I'm not going to win any trophies this year.
I think there is something more over here. No, doesn't seem. I know there is something more. There we go. No, that's not the one. That's not the one. Is it this one? No, this one looks pretty clean. I know there was like one or so more things that you could interact with here, like clean up. Like eventually, like you cleaned up everything, and then they would be like, huh? Yeah. Is it here? Nah. Whatever. We may or may not come back to this. But yeah, this paper, it relates to one other quest that I haven't activated yet, because it's the amount of quests they have going on at like that start just like at once is pretty impressive, but sadly you cannot pick up anything unless you already know. Oh yeah, hey Starman, this game does have some issues. However, there isn't like any specific version that's like super better than any other one. It's like you don't get a better frame rate on the PS3. You don't get better frame rate on the 360. Actually, the frame rate on the PS2 version is pretty much exactly the same as it is here.
Is that Professor Bin's homework?
Wow.
Magic?
Yeah, we've got to list 5 talking gargoyles. I've looked in Hogwarts history, but it doesn't say where they are.
I can't even remember Bin's talking about gargoyles. Is that boring? Can I borrow your notes, Hermione?
No.
Terrific. Can you let me know when you find them all? That'd be cool.
Yeah, okay. We'll need to keep our eyes and ears open. There are gargoyles all over Hogwarts, but only some of them can talk.
Yeah. This is that quest about the pigs.
Talking gargoyle somewhere near here? Professor Umbridge sorted him out. Slytherins are so immature.
Are you a talking gargoyle?
Do you normally talk to ones that can't speak?
I don't normally talk to gargoyles.
I should imagine many gargoyles are grateful for that.
Thanks for talking to us. Let's go.
She didn't seem very happy.
That's one gargoyle found.
And there is something that you can do with every gargoyle. Make
Pick him
them
up and
breathe
chuck him.
fire.
Oh.
Been in the Daily Prophet today, Potter. You're not funny.
Let me see. Now that I have enabled that side quest, let's see whoever... Dolores Umbridge. Let's see what McGonagall has to say. She is, after all, pretty much the only teacher who does her job. There we go.
Potter, Weasley, Miss Granger, I have a little task for you. By you, I mean Gryffindor's 2 new prefects.
Yes, Professor?
I am standing here in expectation of a group of first-year boys arriving for detention. However, by all reports, they're hiding in the Divination Tower instead. Please tell them to come here immediately.
Of course, Professor McGonagall.
May as well pick this one up while we're at it. Who was here close by.
You know, thinking about it, we're doing the world a favor. We're slowly destroying Hogwarts a piece at a time.
Exactly.
Try, wizard twerp.
Get lost.
Where are the footprints go there.
What's up with these midgets? There's no way I would have ignored Professor McGonagall when I was a first year.
No, of course not, Ronald. In your first year, all you did was fight a troll, save an illegal dragon, and ignore the advice of Professor Dumbledore so Harry could fight Professor Quirrell. Let's go to the Divination Tower.
That's actually a really nice reference.
Hi. What do you think
Man, this school is full of nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Potter, Weasley, and Miss Granger, I trust you're up to date with your homework. Don't forget, I'm expecting your essay on self-fertilizing shrubs for tomorrow's lesson, and I hope I don't have to remind you that this is your owl year.
No, Professor Sprout.
She hoped she didn't have to remind us. As if we could forget. Every teacher keeps reminding us every lesson. Where are we going to find a book on self-fertilizing shrubs?
Neville will explain. Let's find him. Come on, Harry.
Who else is around here?
Neville will explain everything.
Neville is our savior. He gets really sexy in the last movie.
Does he?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know having not seen it, so.
Yeah, let's just say that, no, that's not, yeah. Puberty has been very nice on him.
Wasn't very nice to Sheena. She's still like the same size and everything.
Percival Pratt's password.
Me? No. Now that Oogle Stump fellow, you know, in that hall near the viaduct, he's a portrait with answers.
Now we need to go to the viaduct.
Oh, I love that map in TF2.
The viaduct.
Yes. Sheena sent me a pic of what Neville looks like today. Damn, he looks way different.
Alright.
Holy shit.
Counter charms for your homework. Remember, your OWL exams may influence your futures for many years to come.
Yes, of course, Professor. There's just one more counter-charm I need to check before I hand my essay in.
Yeah, me too.
I know the perfect book. Achievements in Charming. But it's been checked out from the library. We'll need to find whoever has it.
Alrighty.
Let's go steal someone else's book.
Exactly.
Also, why does Hogwarts only have one copy of every learning book's library? That's like asking for students to fucking fight over this shit.
Exactly. Need to talk to the only standing person.
No, I've got too much work to do, and my schoolwork must come first. I'd have thought you would have understood that.
Of course.
I hate this guy. I hate him so much.
Why?
You'll see. Just read his dialogues.
Get a copy of the Monster Book of Monsters first.
Okay, fine. We'll get that for you.
Hermione?
Let's find the Monster Book of Monsters.
Oh, he sends you a fucking fetch quest.
Oh yeah, several times over.
The Monster Book of Monsters should be around here.
What a dick.
That's the book Zacharias wants.
My Zach would never have you do such a thing.
Let's bring him this Monster Book of Monsters.
To fight 10 of those in the previous game.
Yeah.
Still knee deep in work.
Yes, but you did say.
Get me some Wiggenweld potion from the hospital wing, and then I might be able to come.
Fine.
Fine. Let me see. Is there something that I can actually pick up in the library right now?
Now, on one hand, he's sending us to fetch shit for him. But on the other hand, he's mainly being a dick to Hermione, so tough.
All the books on self-fertilizing shrubs have been taken out. We could ask Neville.
Let's see if there ain't nothing here.
You know, I just had a thought. What if this had a Polish dub?
It does.
It does?
Yeah. All the games since the second one actually officially had a Polish dub.
Oh wow.
Here, blimey, if it isn't Harry Potter. Read all about you.
Do they still pull Neville?
In the paper, you are.
The only one that was nearly that bad was the third one.
It's in black and white. It's true. It's been days since I've seen the paper.
Yeah. Can I use the shortcut behind your portrait?
Oh no, staff only. Mine, I could make an exception. You tell me what the headline of the Daily Prophet is today, and I'll let you through. All right.
Okay. Who else is right around here?
No one. No one is around here.
They are over here.
Yes, there is Japanese dub, Starman.
Yes, there is like Japanese versions of these games actually have like a really hilarious looking covers. They're like real shit. They're like the equivalent. You know what the covers for like freaking Crash Bandicoot and the other Sony IPs looked like in Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of style.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they've actually like redone them, which is hilarious. Let's see.
Speaking of Japanese things, and also Starman. Hey Starman, what'd you think of our review of your favorite Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider 5? I like how Harry was not able to see that seal unless you lit the fucking candle underneath
exactly. That's the annoying part. Like, why don't I just get them?
Like, has his eyesight got that bad? Dude, get new glasses.
Hey, Harry.
Hi, Padma, Pavati.
Can you make it to a DA meeting later?
Well, we're supposed to be meeting Professor Trelawney. She's going to interpret a dream I had.
Well, can you come after that?
I don't know. Meet us at Divination and we can tell you then. Bye. Bye.
I like how everyone is giving Hermione shit over this DA meeting.
What was that about? Don't ask me. Padma's been funny with me ever since the Yule Ball.
She's still upset because you didn't dance with her.
She's not said anything.
Oh, Ron. With girls, it's what we don't say that matters.
You should write a book. Translating mad things girls do so boys can understand them.
Are we right next to the viaduct? Viaduct. No, we're not even remotely close. However, let's see who else has a side quest around here. Picked. Let's just go to the to our favorite man, Snape.
Oh God.
There are more things to see in the room we found, Harry. You must have been busy.
I'll say we have. We've been friggin' like simultaneously fixing and destroying this place.
All the time.
Yep.
No, not Accio. I said. There we go. Anything else to lit here? No. Let's go to see Snape. I'm sure he will be happy to see us, as always.
Yeah, he's always a delight.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he is. Remember?
When do we have to ride the? When do we have to ride the mine cart?
The mine cart. Oh, this is the. These are the.
Are they the save point?
No. There we go.
If you need to practice your charms, you can always talk to Professor Pickwick. We can go to his class later.
Do you know the password?
Umbrellas.
For Pratt's portrait?
Well, I did. Which is to say, I have known the answer to that, but I don't know it now. Aha! You could try talking to the portrait of Giffen Abbott at the bottom of the staircase. He's an excellent chap.
Okay. So even without realizing, I'm actually doing the most annoying side quest in a reasonable order.
Eh.
Huh? A list of students? Let's have a look.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Good taste when it comes to Kuga there, Starman.
Reparo!
And let's clean up the place because Filch ain't gonna do it.
No one else is gonna clean up this shithole.
No. There we go.
I'm just glad the sorting hat put me in Slytherin.
You're glad the sorting hat put you in Slytherin? You must be evil. Holy crap.
I mean, you know, if you're gonna be evil, just own it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Let's ask Snape.
Potter, after your last speech...
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I expect you to write 12 inches of parchment on the properties of Moonstone. No excuses.
12 inches of parchment.
Anything
Jesus Christ!
And you will suffer my displeasure.
Let's check in the library.
Snape is
Yeah, exactly. Like it's always worth going to him.
Incendio!
No, he's just disgusted by seeing Harry.
I know just the book you need. If we're passing the library, we'll check it there.
It says a lot that Snape was the both action figure and android made.
Yes.
Like, they knew, they prioritized.
Wingardium Leviosa!
He is one of the like, he's just such a like he just had such a great presence on the set, you know.
Yeah. And the backstory he gets in this movie is rather great.
I believe it was the next one.
Was it?
I think yes.
Huh. I thought it was this one. Okay, well, either way.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh no, spooky ghost.
For a long time. You should see.
I like how he's upset at you for reassembling his portrait.
Hmm. Come on, just...
I also like how, frickin' Myrtle's been just, like, increasingly upset at us for not actually looking at the secrets. She's like, you gonna come by or not, dude?
He's just like... Alone. Alone with no witnesses.
To do that.
Just...
But yeah, this is a secret space. This actually doesn't go anywhere, at the very least in this game. The Hogwarts, for the most part, is actually like very accurately represented. Yeah, this whole game is pretty much side quest, and this is like the main portion of it.
Probably why it's much better for streaming than it is for like recording and editing and shit.
Exactly. That's actually specifically why I wanted to do it this way, because I was gonna get distracted no matter what. That's just how this game is.
Right.
And like it's actually really hard to put together any kind of structure because you begin like a million side quests at fucking once, and then you solve them a portion one after the other, a little bit by little. It works perfectly, like perfectly fine. I actually like that's something a lot of people complained about when this game came out, but I've never had a problem with that because it's actually very organic the way they're put together. It's like you get to this location, you do you like start a whole bunch of quests, but it also like starting this quest will lead you to another quest, and then you will be able to finish another quest that you've just started before. So like you are constantly doing something, you're constantly achieving something. Speaking of Susan.
Fucking Susan.
Fucking Susan, right?
Anywho, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a refill.
Sure. Terrible. Susan makes the most sense at this moment. I'm actually gonna cut the stream for a second, and I'm gonna be back in just a moment. So yeah, just hang on for a second. If I manage to alt tab this, and there we go. See you in a moment.